Good evening. It's almost 7 o'clock here on Thursday, October 20th. We just moved cows to a new row. These rows are 100 feet wide. They're 1,000 feet long. I do 7 rotations in a row twice a day. So that's about 3.5 days for a row. Well, exactly 3.5 days. So we will be moving these cows to a new row on Monday. Now, a little bit of math here. Our field is 12,560 feet long that way. So if we do 100 feet per rotation, then that gives us about 25 or 26 rotations, which is about, can't do the math right now, 13, which is about 13 weeks. 13 weeks divided by 4, that's what, 3 months and a little bit. And then we'll be back to here in about 3 months. I just got an email about the drought forecast. They said that you will be in a D1 drought for at least 3 months. So we're going to be D1 until we come back here, which, isn't too surprising. But droughts, when you look at the drought tables, that's always backward looking. If you could have told me after the 5 inches of rain, don't expect rain for 6 weeks, then I would have said, oh yeah, we're in a drought, even though we just got some rain, right? So droughts always happen after you think you're out of the drought, or after you get some good rain. Anyway, this is what the cows look like. The sun is setting. It's a beautiful sunset right now. The sheep are looking mighty fine. The rams are getting, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think we'll keep the ram with the bigger set of huevos, to use the Spanish term for it. Oh my goodness. I forgot that they have huge huevos. Oh my goodness, look at that, look at that. Oh, look at that poop coming out of his butt too. Look at that guy. My goodness. Well, I'm supposed to turn the rams into the ewes right about now to get March or April lambs. So if they're getting productive right now, that's the perfect time. If they've already been productive, then we might have some good lambs already inside the bellies. My wife did feed the cows this morning. She didn't know she didn't have to, but she did it anyway. She's a big softie, so I'm not going to feed the cows right now. I'll feed them tomorrow evening. There's a little bit of grass here. This is probably the best part of this entire row. Nothing to write home about. At least it's not dirt. So the rest of this week up until about Monday, or Wednesday I think actually, we'll have nights in the 60s and days in the 80s. Beautiful weather, beautiful late summer weather. And then it's going to get cold again next Wednesday, according to the forecast. So with the warm weather comes the humidity of the Gulf. The cold weather brings the dry air from the north. Remember, from here to the North Pole, there is no mountains. There are no mountains. And so if the wind decides to hammer us with cold air straight from the North Pole, it can do that. And the wind does travel quite fast. So the weather dudes have figured out how that all works, more or less. You get the rainfall when the moist air is rapidly cooled. So we get rainfall when we have one of these warm bubbles, and then we get some of the cold air coming in suddenly. That's when you get snow or rain. And so indeed, it's looking like we might get some rain next week. Hopefully a little bit of rain. It's not a lot of rain, it's not like an inch, but anything is very, very welcome. And we appreciate every drop of rain we get on this field. I appreciate even the urine. I definitely appreciate the manure. So these cows have done more for my field than I have. So I'm very grateful for what they've done and for the natural systems at play. As you can see, there's still severe cracks in the soil. They're not completely healed yet. If you look over there in the distance, you can see the pad for the new shop that we're building. Speaking of which, I might have to pay the contractor some money soon. I heard that they like to get paid. Maybe it's just a rumor. I should probably ask him if he likes to get paid or not. No, I'm sure he likes to get paid. And I think the metal guy will be here in November to start doing the metal work. They're of course backed up like everybody else. So we'll have the metal go up hopefully November, and then after that we'll do the finishing panels and things like that, the roof panels and everything. The shop isn't really built for the farm. We're going to use it for some of the farm stuff. I'm starting a restaurant and a food trailer with my wife. I think that's a good business that my son and my wife can handle if I'm not here. Her cooking is really good. People really enjoy it, and I think that she can probably provide good meals at a good price that'll fill people up, especially people that work with their hands, you know, people that live out here and they don't really have the time to cook for themselves or the energy. So we hope to be able to give them a good option here in town. Ideally, I would like the restaurant to open up early so people can come in, maybe get a breakfast or at least order a lunch, take with them to the field or with their work site, wherever they're going. Hopefully for a good price. I'm thinking like $8. If we can do less than $8, I'd do it. The Korean cooking is cheap and it's good. And rice is not as expensive as people think. And stuff like that. Right, Red? That's kind of my goal with that. Good food for a good price. Make people happy. That's not burgers. Healthy food with vegetables. Steamed veggies. Right? Help them get the nutrients they need. Power through the day. Of course, the high school kids, they think Korean's just fantastically awesome right now because of K-pop. Fortunately, Korea is not K-pop. There are K-pop people in Korea, yeah. But it's like thinking that Hollywood is reality. In America, it's not. Not even close. We are not shooting at each other all the time in the streets. There are not explosions going off in the background all the time. And we are not always running away from terrorists trying to set off nuclear bombs. I'm sorry to inform you. American life is far less exotic than the TV shows suggest. So, anyway, there's the cows for the day. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.